Today on this Junior's Gasoline Alley, we're talking about the team-associated RIVAL MT10. This is my wife's newest four-wheel drive 1/10 scale monster truck, and she's been having an absolute blast about it. So I figured I'd give you a quick video of what comes in the box, some of the specs on this. We'll take it bashing, and then we'll come back to the desk and I'll let you know the final thoughts on how it's held up and what we think about it. So if this kind of thing is interesting to you, be sure to grab that controller, sit back in your chair, and let's see what this truck is all about. So checking out this team-associated RIVAL MT10, it's a pretty good-looking truck. So on the front end here, this is going to be set up where it comes with lights up front. It's got these Method Racing 2.8 wheels with these team-associated tires that are a 4.7 inch in diameter. And the size is pretty good. They're nice and supple. And then as we look to the back of the truck, you'll see that back here, we've got a pretty nice wheelie bar. The neat thing with this wheelie bar is it is adjustable, so you can kind of change up how high and how far back it is, which that's nice to see. And then you'll see that these control arms are pretty beefy, and just the outside of this truck looks quite nice. So as we pop off the body clips, it's going to be held on with 4 of these body clips here. And then the body is going to come off. It's just a traditional Lexan body. Not too much to talk about here. One thing I do like is all the decals on it. Those are on the outside. So, you know, the paint scheme or the look of it, you know, with this blue to red, almost mud style, that is all on the inside of the body. But all of these stickers, like the Reedy sticker, the RIVAL, all this stuff down below, that's on the outside. So if you wanted to customize this, you could. You could put your own stickers on there. The front of the truck, to me, has a little bit of an older Chevy kind of headlight look to it, I guess I'd say. But pretty nice looking. Now, inside the body, it is going to come with this net. And the net gets installed on top of your electronics on the inside. And that's how it's going to keep the dirt out. So there's these 4 little hooks that are on each of the corner. That's what's setting up how this comes on and off. So you just kind of pull it to the side, off it'll come, and that's where we'll see this Reedy SC600BL speed controller. This is a brushless speed controller that goes back to this 540 size can, which is a brushless Reedy motor with 3300 kV, so this should spin up pretty quick. And then it's going to be set up with 3 differentials. So you've got your setup here in the center. You're going to have a front and a rear differential to it. And one of the other neat things to look at underneath here is it's set up with sway bars as well. So you've got those sway bars which are going to help out with control. That's this piece right here, and that helps with kind of the side-to-side rock as you're going around. Now you are going to have a pretty nice servo. It should have some good power, but we'll see that for sure. And then all of your electronics are housed in this waterproof box, which, you know, I really like to see that because this kind of truck should get wet, and most likely it will. And then, of course, the battery setup. This I like is just a nice plastic tray down low. You've got Velcro straps to it, can run a 2 or a 3S. And then, of course, it's set up with this Dean's or T-style plug. So that's a look at what we got inside of this truck. Let's see how it bashes. So I've been able to borrow the truck from the wifey to show you how it runs, kind of talk you through some of the driving feel. We're first going to run it on the 6,200 milliamp hour 2S LiPo, and then we'll go ahead and put it in on this 3S 5,200 milliamp hour LiPo. Both are 50C batteries, so they should be a good comparison of 2 and 3S power on this truck, and I'll have links to them down below. But let's go ahead, get the batteries installed, and we'll talk through how it rips. Got that in there. Turn on our radio here. Steering works pretty well. It's a touch slow, but not too bad. So the truck driving around feels pretty planted on 2S here. You can still get it to kind of spin around a little bit. Not quite enough power to flip itself back over. But even when it cartwheels, it tends to land on its feet. Fun little truck. The brake rate is turned up pretty high though. See, you can flip it over just by hitting the brakes. So that rate is a little higher than I might expect for something this light. But see, even cartwheels comes back to its feet most of the time. Very fun truck on 2S. Let's go ahead and put some 3S in and see how it does. So initially, right when we turn on to the 3S, it can wheelie, which it wasn't doing before. So before you had to be diligent to get it to wheelie, but here, just a little power, it takes right off. Woo! Now it's real fun on 3S. What's nice though is it's still pretty controllable even on 3S. It's not like some that just get out of control when they get the higher power. It definitely needs a little less throttle input when you're turning on 3S, just because it starts to pick up the front wheels so much. So let's see how it does on the other side. Yeah, that launches really well. Wow, this is fun on 3S. 2S was pretty fun too, but 3, that's where it's at. And I love how it doesn't really roll unless you crash. Man, I gotta say, this thing is just a blast. Look at that. Whew. Yeah, this is an absolute blast on 3S. There you go. Nice.
I hit that
Gotta
reverse.
watch out for you there.
I hit the reverse so quickly because I didn't want it to go into the pole.
Nice. I think it's pretty quick on 2S.
It's pretty quick. I don't know how I hit the rock.
Your thing lands pretty good though.
I know.
More times than not when you got it doing cartwheels, it lands on its feet.
I wonder if that's just a function of that or I figured it out in time.
Probably.
Hey.
You made it.
A little 360 there.
I tried to stop.
I like that mine just like kept going. I was like, yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, yours is definitely faster.
Oh, 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 oh. Aww. That's far.
Nice! Yeah! So as you can see in those videos, she is having an absolute blast with this truck. You know, I have driven it just a little bit, but it's her vehicle, so it's all about her having fun with it, and that's exactly what this thing is doing. So on 2S power, it's plenty powerful. As you saw on 3S power, it is just insane. It's super fast and fun. But what's incredible about this truck is we've been out with it a bunch of times, been using it a ton, and there hasn't been a mechanical breakage. So all the control arms are still here, everything's still going. You know, the underside of the body is in good shape. You know, she does keep it pretty clean, but you know, it's all working out. And I think that little net, as you saw, is a nice thing. Now the underside is definitely getting bashed up. It did lose one of its little method wheel caps, but you know, no big deal. That doesn't really change its performance. And we did end up adjusting where the wheelie bar is, because right now that wheelie bar takes us, yeah, to a pretty good spot. So this truck has just been, wow, just such a good choice. Now the body is getting scraped up a little bit, but that's okay. And I will be doing some shoe goo on it because, as you can see back there, it did get one little bitty crack. Must have been just the right thing that it crashed onto. But you know, that's okay. That's kind of what it is all about. So this truck, I can't recommend it enough. It seems to be an awesome choice, especially if you're looking for something that's just going to be a blast to rip around, have a good time, have four-wheel drive, and as a monster truck, it can do pretty much anything. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you did, leave those comments down in the comment section below. And like always, hit the subscribe button. That way you can join me in another video about another truck here soon.